Hello. Today I'm coming to you all from my classroom. This is my planning period, so I'm doing a little double duty. So today we're talking about who our students are, how will the context and learning environment impact our teaching decisions, and how can I design instructional processes that will meet the diverse needs of my students. And I think that the first question is the most important. Because if you don't know who you're teaching, it's impossible to cater it to what they need. Like if I had a student who was a fifth grader and I'm trying to teach them Moby Dick, it's going to be really difficult because Melville doesn't write at a fifth grade level. And while this might seem very apparent, sometimes I have students and they might be an 11th grader, but maybe they didn't grow up here in the US, or maybe they have some difficulties, so they are reading at a fifth grade level. So it'd be kind of absurd for me to try to teach them Melville, and that is what I did last year, was try to teach them Melville, and the student reading levels just weren't there. So to add in and to scaffold, and I could spend a lot of time to try to figure out how to teach them Melville, but at the end of the day, it would be better for them to read something that's closer to their grade level. So that impacts my decisions every day. The latter half of the discussion is a lot more tricky because it's how do you meet that need? If the whole class is going to be reading a Melville novella, for example, or a portion of Moby Dick, how do I meet the needs of the students who aren't at that grade level? And how do I meet the needs of the students who are really far above that grade level? And I think that's when differentiated instruction comes in. And for me, last year I mainly just relied on my special ed paras and the head of our special ed department to scaffold that for them, to like adapt my tests, adapt my assignments, but this year I'm trying to do a lot better of figuring out what is actually at their level so that they can work on it. So I don't just give them an assignment and then they go away and they come back and it's done and I say, who did it? You know, did they do it? Did somebody help them do it? Did a classmate do it for them? I have no idea. So if I can give them something that is at their level, and maybe that means giving 3 students one assignment, 10 students another assignment, and then giving 2 students an additional like add-on. Why don't we also do this project? Because I see you finish really quickly and you're just kind of sitting being bored. I could give you extra credit if you do this other thing, and I think it'd be interesting. So last year I didn't really differentiate very well. This year I've been doing a couple simple things, and that's really been helping. Next year, I hope I'll have kind of like a plan moving into every unit. Here's what the plan looks like. Here's the expectations for the different people, as opposed to here's the assignment, and now I'm going to cater it as I go to different people. So hopefully, the more I teach, the more I'll be familiar, and the more I'll have assignments I've already done, and I'll understand them, and I'll be able to build off of those. So that's my goal. Not there yet, but that is the direction I'm heading, hopefully. So.